What's up, everyone? It's Charles here with Rocket Punch Army to do a tfdirect.com unboxing review. Here's the box, guys. Just got it in yesterday. Finally getting around to opening it up and checking it out. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and open it. I've already slid it a little bit here. Alright. And as usual, excellently packed. Get this styrofoam piece out of the way. And there he is. Nice and secure inside of this box. They've also put them in a nice plastic bag to protect the box. Go ahead and open that. And here is the Soundmixer box, guys. Very cool artwork on the front. Looks like a comic book. It's got the A01 up here, Unique Toys Soundmixer, which is the name. Obviously, this is Blaster, as you guys may know him under the Transformers name. Since this is a third-party figure, can't use the name Blaster, but here he is, Blaster. All right, from Unique Toys, the same people that brought us that excellent Galvatron I reviewed very recently. Excellent toy. Same thing. The only thing, they didn't go crazy with the packing on this like they did with the Galvatron. That was just an insane box for a small plastic figure. So they've toned it down with this one. It's just a basic cardboard box. Here we look at the back. You'll see a little CG graphics type thing of the actual figure. Here he is on the top right. Here is the boombox alternate mode. Now this is a real, not real. What I'm saying, people would call Soundwave a boombox when in fact he is not a boombox. Soundwave is actually a micro cassette recorder. This guy is a real boombox. If he was real in real life, this is a type that those people on roller skates in Queens, New York, when I was a young kid, would rock around in on their shoulder. All right, so yeah, so that's what Blaster is. So we're going to check him out. You'll see down here, which is another thing we're going to take a look at, these little armor pieces, which I'm sure depict him the way he was seen in one of the comics. I'm not a comic book reader, so can't really say for sure, but I'm sure this is just recreating a way he looks in the comic. So we're going to go ahead and open this up and check it out. Here he is out of the box in the tray, like all new modern figures, and a little booklet here, or actually an instruction sheet just folded up, and a spec card. Before we take a look at the figure, we'll just check out this here, so you can check out the spec card and the instructions. The instructions I found, well, actually the transformation is overall much easier than the Galvatron was, so the instructions were more straightforward and easier to follow due to the easier transformation. But it's a just black and white with red highlights, as you can see there. All right, and you get this spec card, which is again nice plastic, not cardboard, and it's got a nice gloss to it. It's just like a credit card. All right, with the specs here on the back. And now that we've seen that, we're going to go ahead and check out the figure. Pop him out of this tray here. Alright. And you'll notice he's got those little armor parts on there. He's also got this megaphone looking thing here. Alright, which is a weapon. And there's a little cassette. Alright, and speaking of the cassette, this is probably the downfall of this figure for a lot of people, is the fact that this does not scale to be used with standard size Transformers cassettes. You'll see this is much smaller. As a matter of fact, I have a Masterpiece Laserbeak here to show you the size difference. So Blaster would have to be a little bit bigger. This obviously is not meant to scale with Masterpiece. It's probably just meant to scale with classics. I think that was the idea behind this, but I think a lot of people would have preferred if this cassette fit. I don't think it has to. If it's going to be this size, it would just look really awkward. What I do hope they do is, at least maybe at the very minimum, I know many of us are not really looking to get another Soundwave of this size, but it would be cool if they redid this as Soundwave and also created cassettes for both figures, all right, so that they can interchange between the two, make like this, as a matter of fact, is a gun, but it would have been cool if they made other cassettes of this size, so there is that certain interaction between the two figures, just the way you would have with the older G1 figures and the Masterpiece. And speaking of Masterpiece, here is Soundwave. Masterpiece Soundwave, which gets his head cut off, but you can see the size difference here. And we also have the Voyager Generations Blaster here. This is the Hasbro version, so you can see the size difference there. We'll also grab this guy here, Jazz, Reveal the Shield Jazz, which is an awesome figure. And we also got a Takara United Optimus Prime going on here. So you'll see how they scale with classics. Now the cassette also doubles up as a weapon. As I said, it doesn't turn into any other robot or any other robotic animal. It's simply a gun. So we're going to go ahead and transform it. It's rather simple. Nothing too complicated. It's just pretty much just unfolding this way to make a blaster there. It fits nicely into his hand, just like that. Alright, and you'll see here I have the megaphone shaped blaster type cone, whatever you want to call it, type of gun going on right there, which also fits nicely in his hand. And why should it not? Since the fingers are articulated, when they are closed, it does form the 5mm peg we're all accustomed to with Transformers, and it'll also open. So it's pretty cool for a figure this size to have articulated hands. Now, the fingers aren't individual, the thumb doesn't move or anything, but it is nice that they did provide this little articulated feature. It was also cool that they included these armor pieces, although I don't know many people that are going to be displaying it like this. I think it really takes away from Blaster's look. But for you die-hard Blaster fans, I'm sure you're going to get a kick out of it. But for me, no thank you. I will take these off. Take this little headpiece off also. And this. And it's just all pretty much friction fit. This does have a couple of tabs that snap into the side, but very easy to take off. Now while I have them here in the way that I want to display them, I do want to show you the cassette feature. Now that we have them without the armor there, we're going to go ahead and just fold this back in to create the cassette type piece here. Alright, and the chest doesn't pop open with any spring-loaded feature. It's simply friction fit. Just open it up. It has very minimal detail inside, but it does have some detail, little gears that go around there. And obviously this is just clear blue plastic painted yellow on the outside. And of course there's going to be room here to put your Autobot logo, should you wish to do that. For now I'm going to leave mine like that and pop this in, and it closes nicely. I did want to jump into articulation. We have the head on a ball joint, spins all the way around, pretty much wherever you need it to go. Just really doesn't look up or down very much, but it does what it's supposed to, just enough. And you got the articulated shoulders. You also have the bicep swivel here, elbows. You have the hands, like I showed you, the little articulated hands. They don't actually spin in here, which is I guess a negative, but it's not so bad. You have the waist, which you can feel ratchets in there. They're not really loud or strong, but they are there. And you have the hips, legs go out to the side this way. You have the upper thigh swivel. You have the knees here, which are blocked, but you can actually open this up and get a little bit more range. But then now you have this big panel back here. So it wasn't really meant to do that, but in case you just need that extra little bit, it's there for you. And you have the feet here, which at first not much going on, but you can actually angle them a pretty good amount, so you can actually spread his legs that way in that kind of stance, and you'll see the feet lay flat on the floor. I'm not sure how much you can see that since my background is black, but the feet do lay flat with the legs spread. Before we head into transformation, I did want to talk about the build quality of this. It is a very nice plastic. It's actually got metallic bits going on, which makes it look really, really cool. It's not the same plastic you're going to find like on a Hasbro figure. As a matter of fact, this is probably a nicer looking plastic. It's able to be molded a lot sharper than anything Hasbro can currently make. So it's different plastics. It's not really meant to be those plastics that kids can just throw around. I'm not saying this would break in the hands of a kid. The plastics don't give me any reason to believe that they are brittle in any way. All the pins are nice and neatly set in all the areas. None stick out, none are ugly. There's no stress marks coming out of the plastics on the pin there. Very well made. All the screws in place, nothing stripped out. Very, very well made, I think. Now that we've got that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and transform this guy into the boombox that he is, the excellent boombox that he is. And I've only transformed him once. I always give a disclaimer when I transform stuff because I don't follow instructions. But let's try this, all right? See if I remember. I'm going to turn the head around, open this, spin this around, and the ears get stuck there, but there we go. Just gotta line it up. That snaps in there. Then we're going to open the hands this way. Open this little flap like that. Fold the hand in. Do the same with the other side here. Let's see if I can get that. It's a little tricky at times. All right, open this. Bring the hand in. And these circles are going to go towards the front. And then you just fold the arm right into that hole back here. Sometimes the first time at least it felt like there was no space. It really looks like there's no space, but you have to line it up just exact. So this is definitely CAD designed. Just slides right in there like so. Do the same with the other side here. Everything repeats because there's two sides to the figure. Then the sides just pop in. And you'll see the shoulders just push right in. So make sure it's all the way wedged in there. Spin this around. Bring the legs out. Then we obviously just need to fold the legs over, so it takes a little bit of moving bits here. You want to open these panels up that I had shown you earlier in the video, and you want the speakers to be in the front. So we're going to spin it this way, then grab the thigh, spin that, alright, so that way the thigh doesn't move. Just bring it in like that. Just start getting the form here a little bit, and then you can go ahead and properly fix up the feet here. The feet actually push in, then fold in like that. Then this is going to be the handle for the boombox. You want to fold these up this way and then unfold the rest like that. Pop it in, bring this up, do the same with the other side. Then you'll see these two little tabs here on the butt skirt. There's also little holes here on these panels. You're just going to want to bring this over like so, and then just tab them right in. You got to push a little hard when the figure's brand new. It is a tight fit. And then the handle has a little hook here. You go right underneath. It's a little tricky at first. There you go. And then you have the boombox alternate mode for Blaster. And it actually looks pretty good, at least from the front. The back, not so bad. Do get the little leg bits back there. There's no panels hiding that, but the front definitely looks nice, and also on the side here. Definitely looks like an 80s boombox, like those waterproof ones that they used to sell a lot. And yeah, still retains the whole cassette feature here. Alright, remember those things, people would bring them to the beach. But yeah, here is Soundmixer, or aka Blaster, in his alternate mode. Beautiful, beautiful. This is again from Unique Toys. If you want to pick one of these up, you can check out tfdirect.com. Link is down below. And if you have any questions or comments, guys, please leave them below. Until next time, bye-bye.